everyone. Today on the Dr. Molly Show, it might be more tears of joy than tears of sorrow. And this is because we have Romeo, Juliet, the nurse, and Tybalt on the show today. We could not have Lord Cap or Lady Cap because of some personal issues. But anyways, let's have our Romeo come on out. Woo! Well, welcome to the show, Romeo.
Well, I'm really happy to be here today.
Well, we're so happy that you're here today. Now tell us how you and Juliet have met.
Well, me and a couple of buddies kind of snuck into Lord Cap's little party, just wanted to have a little fun. Lord Cap actually thought it was really funny. Then I saw beautiful Juliet. I swear it was love at first sight. I went behind her and grabbed her hand and we started talking, and that's how it all started.
Oh, Romeo, that's just so sweet. Do you think we should bring out our Juliet?
Oh, yes, please, yes.
Oh, welcome, Juliet. Hey there, I'm so happy to see you. And that's to you, too. And now that I have both of you here together, why don't you tell us how your love flourished? Well, after the party, I could just not stop thinking about him. I was talking about him to myself on my balcony, and all of a sudden he was just there.
Haha, yeah, I climbed up the wall.
Well, aren't you just a little monkey? He really is. Anyways, as you know, our parents hated each other, so they would be totally against us being in love. But we still didn't care. We still loved each other, and after talking a little more, we had to leave. So I told him I would send someone to see if he would like to marry me.
And then we partied. It was such a sweet sorrow. But after that, I went to Friar Lord's to see if he would marry us, and he could, and he actually did.
Well, that's awesome, but why do you think he did that, even though your parents would be totally against it?
Well, many people thought it was to stop the never-ending war between our families.
Well, that's a great reason for our marriage, so what happened next?
The nurse comes to me, and I tell her that I want Juliet as my wonderful wife. She freaks out with the joy, and I give her the ring and a date.
And finally, the wedding day came.
Monday, that's why it's my favorite day.
That is too cute, Romeo.
Yeah, but what happened after that was not so cute. I was supposed to do it for Tybalt, but I cannot. He was my family now, I just cannot. But my dear friend, Mercutio, could take it and fought Tybalt himself. But Tybalt, that little cat, snuck under my arm and got my lovely friend in the heart. May he rest in peace.
I was at home waiting for my new husband, Romeo, to come. But, we did just get married. That's so sad. So what happened to Tybalt?
He went away just as a cat would from a dog, but I got him back. I'm not proud of it, but it was something I had to do.
Juliet, were you sad? Well, of course I was, a little. I mean, he was my cousin, but he would have killed my poor Romeo, and I was more sad about the fact that my Romeo was going to be banished.
Me too. I have killed myself, but I had to stay on Earth just for Juliet.
But that soon ended too. Tell us how. Well, my parents were trying to make me marry Paris, and I'm a woman of my faith. I couldn't have two men at once. So, I told them no, and when I did, they were getting so mad at me. And they pretty much told me that they would disown me if I didn't marry Paris. So, I had to talk to Friar Lawrence about it, and he gave me a potion that would make me appear to look dead for about 2 days. He did this so that I could escape and be with Romeo, and that way I wouldn't have to marry Paris, and we could be together forever.
The friar was supposed to give me a letter explaining everything, but his carrier was unable to give it to me. And I hear the word about Juliet. I saw her and cannot take it. My heart broke into a million pieces. All I could think about is that I could never live without her. So the only other thing I could do other than live is die and be with her for eternity.
And when I found Romeo dead, I had to do the same thing, so I did. Wow, y'all, that's just crazy. But aren't you just happy that you're here in heaven together forever? Of course we are! That's so great. So how about y'all go backstage and we bring out the Hey, so how's it going? Great. That's awesome. So tell me, were you happy about Romeo and Juliet getting together?
Oh yes, I was so ready for Juliet to finally grow up and fall on her back.
Well, that's a good reason.
Oh yes it is, and speaking of falling on your back, you need to go pay a visit to that producer.
Oh, Okay, then I guess we'll have to bring out Tybalt. Hey there, Tybalt. So how do you feel about Romeo and Juliet?
I think they are overdramatic little rats who are stupid and should never be together.
Well, I guess that's the show. Watch us next week on Crazy Teacher is Giving Awesome Projects.